welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video you're seeing from me, welcome. My name is Merrit, and I am the first-time mother to a one-year-old girl. Still hard to believe that she's actually 1 year old. That first year just flies right on by. But I thought this would be the perfect time to share my baby must-haves. You guys really liked my, I think I called it infant must-haves. I don't know, I shared like a 0 to 3 month baby product must-haves video a while ago and you guys liked it, so I thought I would share kind of like a 3 to 12 month slice of the products that I considered absolutely essential and must have. So I basically tried to think of all the products that I have used over the last 9-ish or so months that, like I said, were absolutely indispensable and I just wouldn't really want to have gone through the first year without. I didn't include obvious things like, you know, diapers and wipes and onesies and, you know, all of the stuff because everyone knows you need that stuff. I kind of went more in the direction of items that really made my life as a mom easier, or that my daughter just absolutely loved and she got a lot of use out of. And yeah, that I basically would recommend to my best friend to get if she were having a baby. And so yeah, I wanted to recommend all of those things to you guys. Alright, the first two products that I have to share actually kind of go hand in hand, and they are both in the diaper changing realm of accessories, so they're actually also by the same brand, funnily enough. They're the Ubi Diaper Pail and the Ubi Wipes Dispenser. So I know the diaper pail is super popular. I've seen lots of moms all over YouTube use them, but the reason that I specifically really liked the Ubi Diaper Pail was that it worked with cloth diapering. So if you're new around here, I cloth diaper my baby, and I did throughout her entire first year. We still cloth diaper. And with that, you need a wipe or a diaper pail that can basically have a wet bag inserted instead of one of those disposable trash bag reels. And the Ubi diaper pail allows you to do that. It is also, I believe, steel, and so it holds smell really, really nice. I just looked, we have it right back there. We actually moved it out of the nursery and into our bedroom because we still room share, and so it's just a lot more convenient to have it down here. We end up changing more diapers in our bedroom than up in the nursery. But yeah, so we have it right next to our bed and we don't smell a thing. Like, there is just no issue with smell whatsoever. So I think that is just the #1 selling point of the Ubi diaper pail, is that it contains the smell of dirty diapers really, really well. In addition, it just looks cute, and I know that kind of seems like a shallow selling point for a diaper pail, like it's supposed to be functional, it's serving a job. But for something that's going to be, you know, out and around in your house, especially like, you know, we have it in our bedroom, it's just nice that it isn't, you know, hideous. So it comes in a bunch of different adorable colors. I chose the kind of mint color, and yeah, it's cute, and I think that's definitely something to consider for something that you're going to have to look at every single day. And it just makes diaper changes more pleasant when you have a cute diaper pail. And the second item that I mentioned is the Ubi Wipes Dispenser, and this I'm really, really glad I got. It was one of those items that I was kind of going back and forth on trying to decide whether or not it was a silly thing to purchase, because there are a lot of gimmicky products out there marketed towards moms, new moms, that, you know, are excited about having a baby, and they hope to kind of exploit the whole, you know, oh, you absolutely need all of this stuff to have a baby, when in reality, you really don't need all that much. So I really debated on this wipes dispenser, but I have found that I definitely consider it a must-have. It made grabbing a wipe during diaper changes so much easier, and the reason for that is it has a little weighted plate that kind of goes in the wipes dispenser. And so you take the wipes out of the, you know, package that it comes in, put it in the wipes dispenser, and then put this little weighted plate on top of the stack of wipes. And so when you pull out a wipe, it kind of helps separate the wipe that you're going to use from the rest of the stack, so you don't end up pulling out 5 wipes every time you just need one, which is like my biggest pet peeve. And so just, I don't know what it is about that, but that just makes life as a mom so much easier, being able to easily pull out a single wipe. And so I've been using this wipes container my daughter's whole life. I haven't ever had an issue with like the wipes drying out before I used it up. I know, I think that's more of a concern with heated wipes, like wipe warmers, and this isn't that. I did decide against a wipe warmer, and my daughter hasn't ever really noticed that she doesn't have warm wipes, but yeah, the wipes dispenser would definitely recommend. the next couple items I have to share are toys. Obviously you need some toys and some things to entertain your baby for the first year, and I have found this one purchase to pretty much have fulfilled all of my toy entertainment accessories needs for my daughter for this first year. And if you've been following my channel, you know what I'm about to say, but we absolutely love our Love Every Play Kit subscription. So my mom actually got my daughter the play subscription for her first Christmas last year, and so we've been receiving the boxes every couple of months over this the past year, and we absolutely love them. They come with everything that you need to help, you know, play with your baby. And the thing that I also really love about it is that they are not just fun toys, they're also geared towards engaging them developmentally and kind of, you know, educating them, helping them practice their milestones that they should be working on. In addition to that, I have found that every single toy we have received, even the ones way back in the first box, which I think is geared for 0 to 3 months, we still use pretty much every single toy that has come in all of the boxes. So yeah, like I said, even the toys that she got in her 0 to 3 month box, she still plays with them at over a year old. And so they're high quality, they're usually wooden or fabric, just excellent quality toys. They last forever, they engage your child's development, and I just think they are incredible. And on top of that, since you get you know, a new set of toys every couple of months that kind of grows with your child's development, we haven't really found the need to purchase any additional toys. I think my husband and I got Stella like 2 to 3 toys for her for Christmas, and then like 1 or 2 toys for her first birthday. And then of course grandparents have been going bananas getting us toys because grandparents will be grandparents. But truly we could have gotten through the entire first year with just the Love Every Play subscription and not needed to purchase any additional toys. And so I think it's a great financial investment as well. And these toys will for sure last until our second and third future kids. So yeah, highly recommend the Play subscription. We also actually love all of their other products, but specifically the Play kits. The one other toy that I did actually want to mention is one of the toys that we got Stella for her first Christmas. She was just over 2 months old last Christmas, and so she's been using it pretty much like from the 3 to 12 month mark that I'm talking about, and that is a water mat. And so if you haven't heard of these water mats, it's basically kind of like the size of a placemat that has an inflatable plastic ring around the edge, and then the middle can also inflate, but you fill it with water. And then it has like some of those, you know, foam alphabet, you know, shape things or whatever in the middle of the mat that the baby can lay on their tummy or, you know, sit on when they're older and kind of smack the water around. It provides a nice sensory activity with 0 cleanup, so a win for mom. But my daughter really loved that. That was one of the first toys that she really fully engaged on her own when she was, you know, still a teeny tiny little baby. It's great for tummy time for younger babies as well because they can lay on their belly and it gives them something to look at and do while they're on their tummy. I know a lot of babies get really frustrated just kind of laying on their, you know, basically on their face while they're still working on being able to lift up their head. So it provides a nice incentive for them to, you know, stay there a little longer and practice their tummy time. And yeah, my daughter continued to use the water mat for months. She really liked kind of crawling on it and just laying on it on her belly even when she was older, like when she was first learning to crawl. Because it kind of ended up being like a little bit of a water mattress depending on how much water you put into it. And yeah, like I said, it's a great sensory activity, kind of like a sensory bin, or a water table without, you know, the mess risk. Okay, and like I said, I'm not going to go into too many clothes for must-haves for the first year, but there is one pair of shoes that I wanted to mention because this specific brand has been my absolute favorite. We got Stella a pair for her last winter, and then we just repurchased another pair in a larger size for her for this winter, and that is the Zutano Booties. And the reason I love these so much is they were the only things that stayed on her feet even as a teeny tiny baby. For, you know, however long she was wearing them. I mean, last winter she probably only managed to kick one off under 5 times, if that. They have these really nice kind of elastic, stretchy, like I don't even know what to call them, little like flaps that kind of strap around their ankle, and they have 2 snap sizes, so it can really get a nice snug fit around their ankle, but it's not like too tight. Like they don't really leave, you know, like a red mark on their ankle, so I know it's not like squeezing her. But yeah, she really liked to kick her legs when she was little, so other booties, any kind of baby socks, they would always just, you know, get kicked off right away. But the Zutanos, I could leave them on her all day long and she wouldn't be able to kick them off, which was really, really nice, especially in the winter months. I didn't really find the need to have her wearing shoes during the summer months. They do have a a lightweight cotton fabric, I believe, but the ones that I really loved were the fleecy ones because, like I said, they could stay on her feet and kept them nice and warm during the winter months, so I didn't have to worry about her feet getting cold because I couldn't keep shoes on her feet. So absolutely love those and definitely recommend them to every mama. Next, I wanted to talk about our favorite bib. So we have tried a couple different types of bibs, both silicone bibs and just fabric bibs, bandana bibs. Specifically for meal times, I prefer the kind of larger style bibs that have the silicone catch tray down here for any food that kind of falls out. Instead of ending up in the baby's lap, it ends up in the little, you know, cup that's kind of attached to the bib. There's a bunch of different bibs with this style, but the one specifically that I absolutely fell in love with is the Oxo Top Bib, and that is because it, first of all, it has that little catch tray and it stays really nicely open. Some of the other brands I find like they kind of flop closed or they just aren't really well designed enough, so it's not super effective in practice, but the Oxo Top catch slot place really worked well. In addition, it has it's not quite fabric, it's kind of like a vinyl upper half, so only the bottom is silicone. And this means that it's more comfortable when I put it on my daughter rather than the bibs that are all silicone, because those don't really like conform to her neck. And so they also don't have a nice enough seal around the neck, and so food can kind of drop under the bib, which defeats the whole purpose. In addition to that, it also has a Velcro closure, which the Velcro is really, really good because it's the only bib that my daughter hasn't been able to pull off of herself. And in addition to that, the Velcro strip is nice and long, so you could really personalize it to your child's neck size. My daughter is teeny tiny. She is still under 20 pounds at over a year old. And so I have found that especially a lot of the other silicone style bibs, they'll only have, 1 or 2 notches that you can kind of, choose from. And even on the tightest one, they're still, like super loose around my daughter's neck. And so they don't really do much. So that is why I absolutely love the Oxo Top Bib. And actually, one more reason, it's really, really good for on the go, because you can fold it up and kind of store the whole bib inside the silicone catch area, and it has like a little kind of snap, so it just snaps up into this little roll that's super easy to go, throw in your diaper bag and use on the go. So from now on, those are pretty much the only bibs that I plan to use with all of my children, just because I love them so, so much. My next must-have product that I absolutely loved is the Boppy Newborn Lounger. So this was the kind of pillow lounger that I opted to register for over, say, like a DockATot or a Snuggle Me, because I wasn't planning on using any of those dock-style pillow contraption things for sleep. I just wanted something soft to put baby on throughout the house. And so I was honestly kind of only planning on using it for the first couple of months when baby was brand new and just really needed a little soft cocoon place to be put down. But I actually ended up using my Boppy lounger, I want to say up until she was 10, 11 months, something like that. Pretty much until it was after she started crawling, because she still just loved to just lounge there, especially, so in the morning, every morning, while I was unloading the dishwasher, getting breakfast ready, and just kind of starting my day, I would lay her in the Boppy lounger, and she just loved lounging in the Boppy lounger and would just sit there and watch me. I would give her a toy or two to kind of play with, and we would just start our day like that. And so this might not work for every single baby, because some, may be a little more up and at them and want to kind of get up and, crawl around. But I found that for a really, really long time, much longer than I was expecting, my daughter just really, really liked hanging out in there. And so yeah, I got a lot more use out of it than originally anticipated, and it definitely became one of my must-have items because it was just so convenient to just kind of have her hang out in there while I, you know, ran around and did stuff to start our day. So yeah, I would definitely 100% recommend that. In addition to that, it is much cheaper than the other docks that I mentioned previously. I believe it's only like $35, $40, something like that, whereas the other ones are 150 plus. So that's why I went with the Boppy Lounger, and glad I did because my daughter loved it. Alright, my very last must-have item is the Bumbo Multi-Seat. And this was kind of like our on-the-go high chair, I guess, although we actually ended up using it more in the house than on the go because of COVID quarantine. But even with that, we still absolutely loved this seat and would definitely consider it a must-have because it kind of gave us a second high chair that was a little more portable and, you know, had multiple uses like the name suggests. So if you've never heard of the Bumbo Multi-Seat, it's kind of a larger form of the traditional Bumbo seat. It comes with a little detachable tray that kind of slides right into the back, so you can slide it right onto your child's lap and have a little, if you can hear my daughter, she's playing with my husband so I can film this, so sorry if she's being loud, but yeah, it has a little tray that kind of slides right here and just gives your child, you know, a little tray to eat off of, play on, or whatever. And in addition to that, the seat has two sets of straps. One that can, so you put the seat on a traditional chair, and the straps can strap under the seat and then behind the back of the chair, and so it turns the little Bumbo seat into a table-sized high chair, essentially. So the idea with this, when I originally wanted it, was to, you know, bring it to grandparents' houses, to restaurants, wherever basically we would need to go, and have my daughter, you know, kind of sitting somewhere. Even if it wasn't to eat, even if we just kind of wanted to be hands-free for a minute and, you know, set her down and have her sitting somewhere when she wasn't quite ready for, like, you know, a regular chair. It was a really convenient little thing. And even with not being able to leave the house as often as necessary, we actually started using the Bumbo Multi-Seat in instead of the Boppy Lounger once she stopped liking staying on the Boppy Lounger. So basically she would like the Boppy Lounger, but then she would roll over and crawl off and get into the dog's food, and, you know, I wouldn't be able to get anything done in the morning. So now when I'm, you know, getting my morning going, I just plop her in the Bumbo seat, give her a couple of toys, and she's a happy little clam. She's, you know, up higher so she can see what's going on, and yeah, it's super convenient. And I don't have to, like, move her big actual high chair from the dining room into the kitchen and back and forth. So it kind of gives us that, you know, extra little seating for her. So absolutely love that, and that's why it is my last must-have. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got some great ideas for must-have products for your 3 to 12 month olds. If you have any must-have products of your own, I would absolutely love to hear them in the description box below. Stella is not my last child, and so I am always looking for new must-haves to try with my next baby. I would love to hear about your favorite products in the comments. Also, let me know if you've tried any of these products and what you think, so everyone else can hear what other moms have to think. It's always useful to hear, you know, different sides and from different moms with different experiences and different babies, to kind of give everyone a really good idea of the products. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to wrap things up, and I'll see you in the next one.